later and get rid of that. But that turkey that I spotted yesterday is just up and around the corner. So I'm gonna see if I can walk up on it and see if she'll fly or not. It is actually turkey season right now. So there are turkey hunters out there. You could hear them this morning. But nobody hunts our land for turkeys. I gotta get down here and bushwhack all this stuff before it's too late. Probably later tonight. It's right by that tree. See the eggs, but no hen. She must be out foraging. All right. I gotta get up into that mess and toss some grass seed. Just a glimpse of the mess that there is down here. Just dead trees everywhere. From the emerald ash borer. I mean, there's just piles of dead trees. And then teepees of dead trees. It's actually dangerous to walk around in here. There's so much dead stuff here. And you can't really feel if it's windy out or not down here that much. So the tops of these things can break off in the wind and come dropping down at any time. What do we have here? That's a mayapple. Gooseberry. The anemones are up as well. I forget what this one is. That's got a yellow flower. The fiddleback ferns will be up shortly. But May is pretty much an explosion of flowers in the woods. We'll still have about 20 acres of woods, or 21, 22 acres of woods maybe. And the only land we'll have in pasture is up at the very top. Everything else is too steep, so. Somebody's been pooping in the woods here. deer. Yeah, we have a lot of deer here. Alright, I better get some seeds tossed. You can see that there's open ground all around in here, and it's nice and damp. So I'm getting seed on it, and I'll step it in, and it'll start growing. And because the plants that are growing here now, like the anemone and all this other stuff, are not big fans of sunlight, eventually the grass will take over, or pretty quickly. This is stuff that I just cut. You can see that it's been chewed big time. I don't think that's a rabbit, it's too big. Looks like it was a deer. I'm not sure what kind of wood that is, mate. Is that apple? There's a few apple trees in here. That's something. Something really likes it. That deer that pooped down there is my guess. That's only, 20 feet back there. This guy's trying to hide from me. I don't know if you can see the snake right here. Little garter snake. Don't actually see a whole lot of garter snakes around here. We have brown snakes, black rat snakes, bull snakes, timber rattlers. I guess there's a fair amount of these guys, but generally we see brown snakes. But he's gonna have to move 20 feet down into the woods at some point. It's gonna take several years for this to turn to pasture. Yeah, we like our snakes around here. You see a lot of stuff when you're walking quietly through the woods. I've had pileated woodpeckers come up on trees right next to me. You'll walk up on deer that are bedded down behind a bunch of trees like that. You see little fawns. The mother will take off and the fawn will just be sitting there, really still. But you gotta walk quietly and not blabber like I'm doing now. Little pro tip on hand seeding. I'm throwing seed mostly along the upper part of this hilly ground, and if I run out of seed before I get to the lower land, that's just fine, because anything that grows up here towards the, see, I'm about halfway down this hill. Anything that grows up in here is going to go to seed a couple times, and that will wash downhill. If I were to start planting at the bottom and work my way up, if I ran out of seed, I would have to go get more seed. Bluegrass, which is what I'm planting, is fairly expensive, and I don't plan on getting more seed. So start at the top. Well, if you got a hill, start at the top and work your way down. In heavily leaved areas, what I do is kick back the leaves a little bit, sprinkle a few seeds, step it in, and lightly cover. Found a little puffball. We have giant puffballs down in the woods in the fall. I have to show you that, but that's the little kind right there. These things always creep me out a little bit when you run across one in the woods, unexpected. There's another one over here. It's just a horse's hoof conk. Polypore. I'm sure it killed this tree that it was growing on at one time. But these things, if you dry them out, or if they are dry already, I think that world's oldest mummy, Ötzi or whatever his name was carrying some of this with him. They're great for starting fires.